Hello people, this is Mike Jr. II. Welcome back to Let's Play Dark Cloud 2. Now, I should say that I actually haven't been able to get a lot of leveling done with Monica just because her sword is so, well, basically, I'm not getting enough experience to be able to level it up that much. Now, I did get enough for a build-up, but as I said, I'm going to be a little bit stingy with my synth points, and I'm going to be leveling up a lot. So, yeah, so I actually wanted to, before I actually started going on more of a editing kind of a whole editing session of doing a lot of videos at once. Oh, that was weird. Kind of got it stuck in a walking motion. I want to go do the Rainbow Butterfly Woods soon, but first I need to explain a few things that I've been doing. I don't know if I will put them down in the description below, but I will explain to you guys exactly how I'm going to be getting my hands on the my final weapons in the game. I've decided on what I wanted. So as you can see, I'm going to be getting the broadsword here for this specific weapon. I didn't train up her bracer at all. I did not train up her bracer at all just because I was focusing so much on the sword, which was taking forever. And the fact is that really the best way to get points is by defeating the stronger monsters, and she wasn't able to really defeat most of them. But at this point, she should be just fine enough. If not, again, I'm going to be training up off-screen after I get a few of these next levels done so I can train in this specific area. So yes, I don't believe I've changed anything with Max at all. Here's my equipment if you're curious. But what I did change was the fucking Ripod. So I upgraded the core after getting 900 and 900 EXP, and after 400 EXP I bought the barrel cannon. These things are fucking awesome because again, you have a distant shooting and it is more powerful than I believe it is more powerful than the cannon. Let's see. Cannon has 600 attack and 500 smash. This thing has 95 attack. Holy shit. It has a lot of exorcism too. Okay. Now, if it wasn't obvious, you cannot build these things up at all. I believe I've said that already, but just in case I haven't, you cannot build these weapons up at all. These are just weapons as is. You know, your experience comes from everything else. But anyway, yes, you cannot equip the backpack. You can equip the barrel cannon with the core you had before, but you cannot equip that backpack that I put on it already. This thing has 800 power, and this thing has 120 power. So yeah, it's pretty damn awesome. So after that, I think I didn't really do much. Again, here's the status for the sword in case you're curious. Here's one for the bracer. I didn't even level it up once. Wow, I thought I did it at least once. Yeah, I didn't focus on it at all. I don't know if I upgraded to the trumpet gun off screen. The reason why I upgraded to this is because, despite the fact I'm not going to be using this gun on my main run, I am going to want to break it, which I don't know if we've talked about that yet, but I do need to break it and put it into the new weapon when I get my hands on it. Plus, I need to evolve it into a certain gun to get a certain person to join us in the future. So anyway, yes, there's all that crap out of the way. Let's go into the Rainbow Butterfly Woods. Now, because it's nighttime, I think it's actually nighttime in the Rainbow Butterfly Woods. Could be wrong. So yeah, anyway, if you notice, we actually have 2 question marks in the middle, which is kind of weird. You know, before we had 1 in the underground channel, but now we got 2, you know? Curious what that is. Yep, it's nighttime in the Rainbow Butterfly Woods. Don't worry, I'll be showing this place in the daytime in the future. Alrighty then, so time to show off Monica a bit. Now, we did play Monica at the very beginning of the game, notably. So, really what I didn't... So you guys kind of basically know about her sword. Her sword is more of a combo. Max's wrench is more of a powerful thing. Hers is a combo. As you can see here, you just have to get a lot done. Holy crap, did the hair just glitch out there? I've never seen that. I swear to God, the hair just glitched out there. Maybe it just popped up or something, but I don't know, that was weird. By the way, these rocks take places over the... God damn it. Fucking... Okay. I'm just gonna... God damn, the camera, no! Why are you doing this to me? Okay. Oh, well, now watch out if these guys hit you because they will give you the GUI status, and I don't believe we have a way to get rid of the GUI status just yet, so watch out. So anyway, like I said, her sword is more of a combo thing, and also her critical is pretty nice. Not critical, but her charge shot I think is pretty damn badass. The only issue I have is that with Monica is, like I said, she's very weak at the beginning of the game. Even now, she's getting her ass kicked a bit, so... Now, the one thing I haven't really talked about a lot is the bracelet. So the cool thing is that starting out in here, it actually has more of a firepower to it. So it's actually easier to use against monsters compared to like the gun in the last place, or at least that I think so. But it works a lot different than the gun because the gun you have to be closer to somebody to get the maximum amount of damage. I don't believe it works like that at all with the bracer. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna, you know what, I hate the word bracer. I'm gonna call it a bracelet, just because it's starting to annoy me. So for the bracelet, you actually can charge it up full and then shoot it then. Compared to just doing a simple attack, boom, 3, doesn't work. Charge it up, 6. Or no, 5 right there. So yeah. Works a little bit different than the gun, and personally I like it. Alrighty then. Yes, when somebody is on the ground, Monaco will do kind of a downward stab towards them. You know what? I honestly hate it when they do the downward stabs. Because when an enemy is on the ground, it is actually smarter to back up a bit and then start swinging so you can get a combo on them, because you can do that on the ground. So, again, just something that bugs me. So anyway, this is actually the exit to the dungeon. We have to take this tree down somehow. Sadly, Monica apparently can't just slice the thing, but... You know, there's a difference between a sword and a saw or something, so it kind of makes sense. So time to do a little bit more exploring. So yeah, I've actually been messing around with some editing stuff, and I was actually surprised at what I was able to get done with it. Because I didn't want to use Sony Vegas, but I had a lot of issues, especially with sound stuff, that I was like, I'm just going to have to use Sony Vegas. But I kind of used a trick instead, because I used to have it render in Virtual Dub to 720p. Oh, not enough repair powder. I will use that, actually. Actually use the repair powder I have in here, because then I can collect this one. Nice. But anyway, so what I actually do is, in the past I used to find a way to do widescreen with 480p. I usually stretch the screen by I think it was 152 or 54 to 480, and that gave me kind of gave me a widescreen for the 480. So I actually did this by accident, but it's the best way because I get a lot of visual glitches if I try to do virtual dub up to 720p and then edit it in Sony Vegas. Instead, I had oh, this is what we have, the fairy saw. That's how we get out of this dungeon, which is pretty sweet. It's basically a saw that moves on its own, and it will break that tree real fast. But anyway, I accidentally edited my 480p file, because I did 2 of them just to see which one looked better. And I edited that one instead by accident, and the video turned out a lot better, and with no audio kind of mess-ups at all. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to be using that one. So that's how I'm going to be editing this series so far. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to have that map in front of your guys' face. Or not really in front of your guys' face, but I hate keeping them in front of a character for a video. Because when you're playing the game, it's not that big of a deal, but when you have a video, when you guys are watching it, I'm sure that's annoying as all hell, so... Alrighty then. Fuck you. Yeah, how do you like that, huh? Oh, kicked his butt. Alrighty then, so, actually, one of the new items that we got here a second ago is actually, this is a throwing item. Oh, we got a poison apple too. This is also a throwing item. Dew of the Forest caught in a bottle. I don't think this does anything. This is fish food. We'll get into that in the future. So, yep. Oh, I also have a character on our team right now. This is Borneo. He doesn't do anything while you're here, except for he does boost, the boost item acquisition, which I think is just the amount of times a monster drops an item. So I would keep him on you, especially at the beginning of the game to get some more items. Because you might have to pay for those in the future, no one wants to have to pay. And god damn it. This, the capturing is fucking up for me, god damn. I'm gonna be using Monica here, and then I'm probably gonna switch to Max next round. Oop! Okay, special thing about the skeletons, sometimes they will not die. Yeah, fuck you. Gotcha. But yeah, sometimes the skeletons will come back to life after you kill them. It doesn't happen all the time, but it is very fucking annoying when you're trying to get medals for doing the defeating all the monsters. Sometimes you just get unlucky with them. Alright, let me see if I can sneak up on this guy. Okay. Guarding, and boom, there we go. Okay, that was a lot easier than using the bracelet. I mostly want to finish this specific level with Monica. Oh, really? 2 in a row? Fuck you, game. Fuck this. There we go. Yeah, fuck your asses. Oh, really? That isn't the last one, huh? Okay. So, no, I want to beat this area with Monica so that you guys can see what it looks like when she wins an area. Kind of like how Max had his whole, that takes care of you guys. And then it'll just be, because really right now, again, I have to spend some time to train up Monica. But after you train her up, she's a pretty big badass. It just kind of, it's kind of bad, you know, design, though, that she doesn't start off a little bit better. Because that's the thing, you see her in that cutscene, you're like, oh my god, Monica's so cool, and you use her right away. And keep in mind, Monica's getting her ass kicked, despite the fact that I leveled up her weapon a bit, too. Maybe not her bracelet, but her sword, and it's like, holy fuck, she's already getting her ass whooped. A little late on the Magic Crystal game. There we go, nice. And that should be the last one, hopefully. No, seriously, there's another one? God damn it. Oh, there's a whole area down there I missed. Damn, I did not realize that. And there's filled with monsters. Yay. Well, at least I'm happy that Monica's getting that weapon up, because those abs are getting up fast, and that's what I want. The juicy abs. Because as much as I like grinding, I don't want to grind when it feels like I've just played an hour of the game and I only got up one fucking thing for the weapon. That's just annoying as all shit. Alrighty then, that's another one. I'm hoping to find the better items inside of the rocks now, because I got unlucky with them. I didn't get a single of what I was looking for in the area. By the way, you can pick up monsters. I forgot if I didn't explain that or not. You can use them as projectiles and throw them at people. It is fucking hilarious. And it knocks out both the monster and the one you hit it with. God damn, we just whooped these guys' butts. So like I said, you get Ripod fuel out of this thing, and it is nice just because you can get a stack of 5 and you can fill it up all the you know, your Ripod, if I remember correctly, goes up all the way with it. It's like, I want that, please. Come on. Alrighty then, last one, finally.
Looks like we got them all.
Yep. By the way, if you press start during those little scenes, you can actually skip them because they count as a cutscene. It's kind of funny, actually. I don't know if it's faster to skip them, because sometimes if you can't just press start immediately, you got to give it a second for the cutscene to start. So, you know, I usually do them when I'm playing the game off screen, but what do you do? So then, oh, and if it wasn't clear, Monica cannot use the Ripod. That's just, she doesn't know how to use it. Don't ask why, she's from the future. I figured she'd be smarter than that. No, it's just, it's not her thing. She's gonna be getting one of her own things in the future, and it's a little underwhelming, but we'll get into that when we get into that. And then actually, I'm going to do that to her weapon, and I'm gonna switch to Max. Because, again, Max is the most powerful right now, mostly because I've trained his ass up. But no, again, I wanted to get this set of videos done because I wanted to be able to train here. And then after that, and especially get better items here, too. And I'm sick of getting, you know, I had, I think, 2 more battle wrenches, and I also got a classic gun. Actually, I can sell this when I get the chance. If you have, like, let's say I get the Ripod down to, like, 20 thing, and I switch it with this, it will only have 20 thing. The Ripod's power is only what's connected to it. Oh, we got another element now, an earth element. Sweet. Alrighty then, now the fairy saw. Now the fairy saw is a completely new invention, or like something new, because as I said, they recycled a few things from the last game, and that little twisty thing in the underground channel that we used, that was actually a midway gate in the moon in Dark Cloud, on the moon in Dark Cloud 1. Kind of cool. And then we have to walk across the tree to get to the other side. Fuck swimming. I don't know, it's dumb, but it's just what you gotta do to you know, make the game progress. You know, sometimes you gotta put that suspension of belief to the side a bit, and then just enjoy the fucking game you're playing. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but what do you do? Because there's a difference between, you know, I mean, that's just getting a little nitpicky, so... Alrighty then, so, as I've said, we got 2 little middle things in the middle that we just don't know what to do yet, so... Wonder what some of those are. Oh, crap. Wait, they didn't even want to voice this? Oh, come on. Alrighty then, I guess I gotta voice it. I don't know, Max. If that's all you got to defend yourself, it's gonna be pretty tough dealing with the monsters of the forest. Okay, bitch. I'm sorry to say this, but you the one who be low on the fighting experience right now, so you better be knocking it the fuck off. You think so? I sure do. Here, take these. Oh, okay, never mind. Thank you. What are they? You receive 2, so I think you get 2 of everything. I don't know if she gives you power crystals. No, she doesn't. And it's not even 2 of everything. Wow, all these? Yep, you can upgrade your wrench and give it some power with those. And then she's talking about spectrumization, in which I don't even think you can get past the last area by not doing a lot of... I mean, I did a bit of synchronization through the last thing, so I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. She's telling stuff that I've already said. Oh, yeah, she's actually kind of nice. She actually gives us more synth points. I forgot about that. That's nice of her. I don't get how you can somehow give synth points, and in all honesty, I want Monica to get those synth points, but hey, what do you do?